Okay, so this is episode 25, I think. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, yo.
He just looked at it too.
He
Yeah.
just looked at
Don't smoke weed, yo.
I don't. I just have bad memory.
I was just saying, no, you.
Just Aaron land.
That's what I'm gonna do. Do shaving a haircut 2 bits, but like every guitar riff. Oh yeah, so yeah, this is episode 24. I was say 24. 24.
So, are we stuttering now?
No, because I stopped because I was about to say 24. So yeah, this is episode 25 of Lazy and Kosi. What's up, y'all?
Yo, and yo.
And a bag of and a bottle of rum and a bag of chips. I don't know.
I like brown, but I prefer whiskey over the rum.
I just like alcohol.
I just like being a drunk.
Yes. I would tell you that time I drank Four Loko during White Light Night.
I feel like
I can hear him. I can already hear him laugh.
I feel like I've heard a Four Loko story, but I don't know if it was combined with White Nightlight.
Yeah, I was gonna say the truck just passed by us.
You might not have heard it because these mics aren't as bad as the ones we had before.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless they picked it up on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I was like, he is using one of our older mics. Well, one of Aaron's. I don't claim stuff I don't own.
Hey, look, we moving on up the other thing.
To the east side.
Try it.
Yeah, I told him last time put it in a cage. He just refuses.
Oh.
No, I don't like to be caged.
We got a new store.
Oh yeah. I was like, what is that for?
I was praising the Jesus, Lord Jesus. No,
And your Jesus make you sound constipated.
oh Jesus, I love you so much. Jesus got me all built up inside.
Okay.
You
He's like, all right.
about to get demonetized already. YouTube.
You know, you can say shit and bitch without getting demonetized now, right?
Really?
Yeah, but you can't say fuck. Yeah, you
'Cause
can't fucking say fuck.
This is somewhat supposed to try to be friendly, PG-13ish.
Nah.
Something monetizable.
Okay, maybe that, but I ain't trying to be. I'm not trying to be PC, man. That's a problem, man.
It won't work.
But yes, we have obtained the goods. We tried to get the store on College Drive. College Drive said no.
Is it?
And we saw some. We were given a listing of things from the realtor that also helped with our demise of the College Drive location, but it ended up turning out to be in our favor.
Yes.
So we got something 100 square feet bigger and
Cheaper.
yeah, a lot more affordable in arguably a nicer part of town.
Yes. Traffic wise, definitely a nicer part of town.
Yeah, not one of the most central parts of Baton Rouge. Just general area, downtown, interstate, Florida Boulevard, College Drive, all like 5 minutes apart from each other. So, yes.
So come on down to Lazy Nerds, 4213 Government Street. 4213 Government Street. Come on down, Lazy Nerds. Opening April 1st.
Wow, that's the most animated I've ever heard this, man.
Yeah,
I've been knowing this man. I've been knowing you since like 2017, and this is like the most animated I've known this dude.
Disturbing.
I only do it for acting purposes.
It'd be like old, remember the Frankie and Johnny's commercials I used to show you? And no problem.
Oh yeah, we did say we was gonna talk about old commercials.
Yeah.
We gotta make a compilation of
Yeah.
react to it.
I was gonna say actually, our first episode we actually talked about bad commercials because I was talking about how much I loved them.
Yeah.
And refrigerators.
Yeah, but I love refrigerators. He still doesn't know about that.
Oh,
He still does
You know
not.
what I'm saying? Let's just go ahead and make a compilation of all our favorite commercials, good, bad, and sit and watch them.
Yeah, that'd be a cool like little lazy at the movies thing, which we are gonna pick up sooner or later. There's a couple of movies I want to do. I think I already said I already want to do the live action Tekken movie, the first one. I'm not gonna make them suffer through both of them. I'm surprised they made 2.
If it can't top Samurai Cop, I should
No.
survive.
No, it doesn't top Samurai Cop, but it's pretty bad though. Man, somebody's blowing up my phone.
I knew Samurai Cop was bad when I saw somebody else that's like a meme YouTuber watching Samurai Cop as a reaction.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is trash.
Yeah. Samurai Cop is extremely bad. And the thing is that I showed it to him on Discord, so I can't get a genuine reaction out of him now. That's a shame. We should definitely watch more Steven Seagal movies. Especially his newer ones where he's older. God, Steven Seagal is such a piece of shit. I hate that man. I really do. He's really not a likable person. He's just like everything that you dislike about like old people, like with like the old ways, the backwards way of thinking. He's like, that's exactly what I hate. And
Come on, man.
man, why didn't you watch L6?
Why you hating on me,
Why you?
young brother?
I remember he had that. I remember he had that show. I don't remember where it was. I think it may have been on A&E. He was a Jefferson Parish cop in real life. He was a sheriff, and I was like, Jefferson Parish is racist as shit, so it fits. Fuck Jefferson Parish. I'm gonna go on record and say that.
It wasn't Cops, was it?
No, it wasn't Cops. It was like his own show. It was like legitimately his own show. Because I remember I used to watch Bob. You remember that show Talk Soup?
Talk soup.
Yeah, it was like it got later named to like the soup. It used to come. Yeah,
Vaguely, yeah.
yeah. He was like, huh?
I just imagine it was coming from like an Asian dialect. Talk soup.
Huh? Huh?
Huh? Do that.
But-
do the Jackie Chan.
Chad. But
I missed that era
of what Kids WB?
of when Jackie Chan was in everything.
Yeah,
That was fun time.
I remember one of my earliest one of my earliest memories. I think it was watching Twin Dragons, the one where you pretended to be twins. In case you couldn't tell by the title of the movie, I remember watching that. I remember enjoying it a lot as a kid, and I remember beating my older brother Christopher in Tekken by spamming the law. Just kept on punching him. So yeah, I've been playing Tekken for a while. I ain't one of them new guys.
Yeah, that's what laws, as Usher would say, that's what it's made for.
But anyway, back to the Talk Soup thing. So the reason why I remember the thing with Steven Seagal and him being in Jefferson Parish was by the way, for people who don't live in Louisiana, we call our counties parishes. We're like one of the only states to do it. But
Don't be jocking off us now.
I don't think I want to jack anything off of Louisiana other than the food. Lord knows you see people on the internet. Watch me make this red bean and rice plate, and like it'll be like the most driest red beans and rice. Like I know y'all see those videos. Like
I don't.
man,
I don't eat red beans and
Yup,
rice,
yup.
so I would see the video. I'm like, oh, passing along.
you disgust me.
All right.
You disgust me.
Just
He doesn't
like red
eat.
beans and rice.
No, I disgust
Yeah,
you. It doesn't disgust me.
One of my sisters was in a Facebook group.
Which sister?
Is it the one I like? Is that one that made my pants fit tangling?
That's not good.
Sorry, my bad. That was disrespectful. I'm sorry. I was just being goofy. I was being goofy, and it kind of blew up. I apologize. I'm sorry, Bobby. No, I really do feel bad about that.
It's worse because I'm like, wait. I didn't say all that. Pause for the cause.
Hold on, now, big player.
Yeah, we just have to have a conversation after this.
Yeah, he gonna beat my ass, y'all. Just because I was trying to be silly.
All I was trying to say was that
But yeah, she's in the Facebook group. Yeah.
yeah, she's in the Facebook group for soul food, and you can't. And yeah, so like it's funny, you can't talk bad about the people's dish.
Oh, is that one of the rules?
Yeah,
Damn.
That's
And
how
man,
you know. That's how you know when people making
Right.
wild trash
Right,
dishes,
man.
bro.
man. It was like the year before, and it was the holidays, so people was rolling in like. People just trying to show off their gumbo recipe.
Mm.
And you couldn't say nothing about it.
I remember there was one gumbo recipe I saw. That shit looked like meat in mud water. I'm not joking. That shit looked legit like meat in mud water.
Was it thick?
I don't even remember. I just remember seeing the sausage, the crab, and it looked like fucking mud.
I remember I saw a video and the lady said she was making gumbo. And she was serving it on a plate.
Ooh. Not one.
Why?
I'm assuming you mean not a soup plate either.
Yeah, she said she made gumbo.
I got this straight from two jocks.
But when she served it, it was on a plate. So,
She served red beans and rice.
yeah.
You know, it's one of the funny things I do. I think I told you this before. Anytime when I'm going somewhere, I try and find like the place that has like Cajun food. There's always a spot with Cajun food.
I'll be the judge.
Why do you subconsciously torture yourself?
You know, it's funny. Most of the time I've been to them, I'm like, this ain't. Like I haven't been like, okay, this is like horrible. Like the place up in Indianapolis yet. But the thing is that apparently that's ran by somebody from New Orleans, so you know he has at least a little something.
I feel like all of them are ran by.
Oh yeah,
somebody
right.
from New Orleans.
I'm from New
that's
Orleans.
cool. Yeah.
I'm from New Orleans. So who is that says they're gonna beat those Saints?
It's like I had a I had a customer that was from New Orleans that bought something once before, and then I just claim it as it's from New Orleans because the New Orleans Dollar supported the company, and I'm like, oh yeah, we just gonna run with that. I don't know how you mess up gumbo. I feel like gumbo is
It's soup.
fairly easy to.
It's Cajun soup. Like that's literally what it is. Look, every I don't know if people really realize this, but every like I guess ethnicity. Yeah, because Cajun is an ethnicity to a point, I guess. I don't know.
Let's just go ahead and make it easy and say culture.
Culture, yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, culture. That's a better word to use. Every culture has a rice and a soup dish, if you haven't noticed.
Tom
Every
Yum.
culture got a sandwich dish.
Yeah, that's true. Every culture has some type of sandwich too.
Po' boy.
Yep, good old po' boy. He's just a southern hoagie. Or a submarine, as they say up there.
Oh,
Are we all a fan of the hard ass bread that comes with the po' boy?
I'm fine. I'm fine with it.
I rather not.
as long as you heat it up, soften it up, and
I mean,
He's like, as long as you change the chemistry of it.
I'm about to say this man don't even eat
It's-
meat. What are you
it's
talking
usually
about?
like
What are you talking about? Sandwiches?
it's usually French bread.
Yeah.
There's sometimes, I mean, come on, the essence of the po' boy is like when you ain't have much together.
Yeah.
And you got this stale like French bread that you need to go ahead and eat or get rid of, and you make it into a sandwich.
It's called a po' boy for a reason.
But that's just bread in general. Everybody knows, like,
Yeah.
you warm the bread up a little bit just to soften it up. Man.
I want the bread to be like.
He wants it straight. He wants it straight from the hops.
Change in the bread.
He wants it straight from the hops. He's like, if I don't get it straight from the bunny bread factory, I do not want it. Thank you very much.
If it's not firm like a titty that I can bite into, I don't want it.
Speaking of
Successfully
titties,
made y'all
let's get in there.
uncomfortable.
Anyway, yeah,
Nah, I was gonna say you didn't make me uncomfortable. I was just laughing.
I'm cool with po' boys.
I'm cool with po' boys too. I'm just not cool with French bread.
I was about to say, what did he be eating? He don't eat meat.
He's just gonna have
Lettuce dog. He be eating a lettuce dog.
He's gonna have like a mushroom po' boy.
Yeah, disrespectful.
Mushroom. Actually, that sounds interesting. I think I would try that out. A mushroom po' boy.
Yeah, nice and
Yeah,
meaty. You can make some nice little gravy with it.
he just gotta figure out a different protein to put in there because
Chickpeas.
he act like he cares about his body.
Whey
Chickpeas.
powder. put whey powder po' boy.
A little creatine.
It's
in
gonna
that.
fucking bulk you up, bro. I get this right from Chef Ventura Highway, man.
Try not to curse those much, food. First off, fuck
What
out.
did I do?
What did I do? You just said. I clearly been saying chickpeas 2 or 3 times, like creatine.
Man, there's a whole TV in front of my face.
I don't care.
I can't even read your lips.
Yeah,
So
you sound like a person.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in case you couldn't tell, we got a whole new setup. Kind
no,
of.
they can't.
Camera angle's different. This
Yeah.
The
way.
camera angle's completely
Deal with
different.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is what it is.
but the setup itself is.
Yeah.
The
The-
angle
I
is
don't-
different.
I don't
Yeah.
enjoy the slander. Like I was once a young lad that enjoyed po' boys. So I feel like
I
can still
said
like,
mushroom
shut
po'
up.
boy.
He said I was once a young lad that enjoyed meat in my throat.
Well, I did not say that.
That's what he just said that, didn't he?
No, I
He just said that, didn't he?
Pause.
He just said that. He just said that.
Because yeah, we gonna have a nice long talk.
Oh,
Oh, no.
He said, first you disrespect my sister, then he said, I like meat in my throat. He said, here's some meat and knuckle sandwich.
He's a reform meat enthusiast.
I sound like somebody that used to sleep around a lot.
Anyway.
That's the title of the Reform Meat Enthusiast. That's the title of the episode.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
I was just saying, just from a guy that enjoyed po' boys, Chicken Shack to me has the best po' boys. That was the mistake.
Chicken Shack's po' boy.
I've had it once.
It's simple. It's simple.
I'll give it that. It's
works.
simple.
Which po' boy were you getting?
Shrimp po' boy.
Okay.
Okay, see, I can't say anything about that. I don't eat shrimp. So.
Oh yeah, you can't.
I can't say it, but yeah,
Hey, you talking about me?
I mean, I literally can't eat it or I throw it up.
Yeah, so
I don't know. It's like a mental thing. Shrimps just look gross to me.
yeah. So what kind of po' boy you get?
I think I have like the chicken po' boy. Yeah.
I
I don't even consider this chicken a po' boy.
Why not?
I don't know.
It's
It
you can
just
put
seems like a
anything.
sandwich to me.
I think just like.
I mean, that'd be like roast beef.
The first thing you think of when it comes to a po' boy is like a shrimp po' boy.
For sure.
So yeah, that's the consensus.
Not
If
I.
you talking about the best po' boys, I think Chicken Shack has the best
Mm-mm.
po' boy. And it's simple. They fry the shrimp immaculately.
In that old ass grease. But
Hey, that's seasoning.
we're
That's seasoning, right?
appreciating,
That-
though.
Hey,
That's seasoning, right, Bobby?
In Asia, that food been boiling in the same pot. It's the same exact soup for almost 100 years.
Mm.
So
That
it's
sounds.
gonna come a time in our community we're gonna have a staple food spot that's gonna have the same grease cooking over itself for the past 50 years.
He said, "Why not let it be the chicken shack?"
Right.
Low
Why not
key,
let it
though.
be here, have pride in our community.
Low key, that sounds disgusting, but I want to try it.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the point.
Because if
It's
it
a
don't
drag-
kill me, I swear it's gonna be fire
Yeah,
as
it's
hell.
like, it's definitely like climbing up Corn's Tower and getting the water in the tap.
Oh, I thought you said climbing a porn tower.
I did hear porn, too.
Corn's Dragon Ball.
I heard porn. but I was like, I'm
Here we
pretty-
go with Dragon Ball. Oh, gee.
I was like, I'm pretty
Hey,
sure my
I-
brain.
I said Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, use the Kid Goku era. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Kid
good,
Goku,
yeah, the good part.
That good.
The best. None of this super crap.
Man, Frieza.
Max really shows that I have hard of hearing. I'm like, I would do a lot better understanding this man if I could see his face.
I was gonna say, I mean, I get him for the most part. I just thought he said porn because I just have a dirty
It
mind.
sounded like he said porn, but I was like, he didn't say porn. I know he didn't.
Guys, this is not about me. And for the past 20 minutes, it's kind of been about me. I don't like this. First my sister, then food
Hey.
in my mouth.
Yeah,
I started off innocent.
Right? Some meat in your throat.
I've always.
N Kosi, man. I thought you had things to do. I guess
No, I'm just looking up and just scratching my chin.
Moving on, I guess.
Oh wait, before we do, have you guys? Because he was talking about how I guess certain Asian places like they have like grease that's been boiling forever and they just cooking it. You guys ever heard of a century egg?
No.
A century egg.
A century egg. It's
I think so. It's like that's actually like a thing that people eat.
Yeah.
Like they take whatever egg and age it for
100 years,
100 years.
and
But
then they eat it. It's a real thing.
I thought the 100 years was kind of an exaggeration just for the sake of naming it.
Maybe.
Because if it's a common thing they eat, I just 100 years ago somebody said, yeah.
Let me
these
get
shit's
this
gonna-
batch of eggs.
Yeah, these shit's gonna bust in 100 years from now.
Who gonna be around to see
Yeah.
it though? That's the
But
thing.
he gonna have the pride in knowing like, oh, when I die, somebody's gonna be trying my food though.
You know, it'd be funny if somebody make that.
Afterlife cuisine.
I don't
Bon
care,
appetit.
nigga. I'm
Bon
dead.
appetit from the afterlife.
Wait. It'd be funny if somebody does it. They're so prideful, and it just cuts to like 100 years later. Somebody has, man, that shit fucking trash, bro. Like, ugh, throw it on the ground, stomp on
The
it.
only way I would
Then
care.
He pans to his grave and just like a raindrop slowly rolls off his tombstone like he was crying. Somebody thought his food was trash.
Somebody just walks over and just kicks his tombstone.
Just take
You
it to
fucking
the-
suck, bro.
100 years for this shit. The only way I would care if I was some kind of alchemist or whatever, and you ate the egg, and then I swap bodies with you, and you're not dead, and I live in your body. That's the only way I care.
Why you gotta make this like some terrible thing that has to happen to somebody else?
Because it's the brain I live in.
Terrible.
No.
You're invited to the Aaron show. This is what you get.
Oh, God.
I mean,
So if you don't want to be there, that's
he
your problem.
RSVP'd us, so we couldn't help it.
Yeah.
You grab the cameras, the mics, the lights. You obviously wanted to be a part of the Aaron show.
Okay.
A former meat enthusiast. I'm still thinking about that. That's gonna be such a good title. That's legit gonna be the. That's legit gonna be the title. I'm gonna have
It's fine, current coming from the current meat stands. So.
meat stands. I stand meat, bro. Roast beef back in '94 was too fire. You better not talk about it.
Speaking of which protein were you a fanboy of the most?
Yeah, the non-eat meter. What is your What is it? Wait,
Was
yeah.
my protein of choice?
Yes.
Like the king of protein, hands down, none can compete.
Shit, I don't know. It's it's actually funny. And we can talk about it. I've actually recently come across some information that might make me consider adding meat back into my diet.
I hope it's not because we're terrible people and won't stop eating
Yeah,
meat.
exactly why. It's way too much temptation.
Nah, I was gonna say I'll
My
never feel
people
bad.
had Popeyes last night, and it was
Uh-oh.
like
I must-
the term spicy thigh just got me going.
Meat enthusiast. He's a meat enthusiast again.
I mean, if we were really running rampant like we used to for cons, I can see it being so difficult.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I can see
'Cause
definitely.
I'm
Yeah.
only gonna go to the
Nah,
best of what we can find.
but it's actually it's kind of dealing with protein.
Mhm.
The big thing about protein, not trying to get too nutritional, dietitian on
It's okay. The train is already off the track.
Yeah,
I don't think we had a track to
think
begin with.
I think that is the constant with this podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
It never gets on the track to begin with. We just go. But
Y'all know what it is.
yeah.
black and yellow.
Yeah, recently I looked up just things that with the protein, your food and protein, and how protein is just basically like half the battle. You have to think about the amino acids in your protein. And
Okay.
so not all proteins created equal. You have protein that varies with the amino acids, and so it really is pretty much around. You round off of whatever you're getting least of. Everything else has to pretty much be cut down to match that. So if you aren't constantly taking in certain amino acids, I can't think of the names right now. I don't feel like looking it up. But basically, studies have shown that meat is able to provide more of complete balance of amino acids versus like strictly a vegan and vegetarian diet, no matter how best you try to combine certain proteins. So
I feel like
it's doable, but then it'll be a large calorie intake that you'll have to deal with on the back end if you're talking strictly plant-based protein. Whereas meat is you don't have to have that much calories or carbs and get the necessary amount of amino acids needed.
I feel like I've heard something like that, but I didn't know the legitimacy of it because I'm just watching random YouTube videos.
Yeah, it's actually a random YouTube video, so it's like it just recently came up on my feed, and I looked into it, and I'm still looking into it because I want to see if there is a way to have a good combination of plant-based proteins that will give me
See, that's why I like Bobby.
the amino acids, but
it definitely it's been
I'm gonna finish
one or
it in a
two
sec.
things that help me
Yeah, it's
consider
upset
like
too.
whether or not I want to eat meat again. One being the meat industry doesn't really cause that much, not as bad of an environmental impact as green enthusiasts like you think.
Mhm.
For example, what it takes to make all these plant-based milks, the amount of water it takes is crazy compared to, not even compared to just cow's milk, just compared to just food manufacturing in general. But then you also consider this whole impossible meat and beyond meat craze.
That
We're
part,
dealing,
that part gets me.
yeah, it's over processed now. You're taking all the plant based out of it because you're trying to take all the plant based and you process it so much that it's just not the same.
Yeah, it's just like curd now, right?
Yeah, so it's not hitting. I finally tried the Impossible Whopper recently.
I had a little bit of one. I was like,
Wow.
Talia
we-
loved it.
I had we went to Fan Expo in New Orleans area. They were serving plant based burgers there. Their burgers were better than what they serve at Burger King.
there's a
Damn,
there's
that's
a plant.
saying something.
That's saying something, like, because the people don't know how to cook it properly, so
Yeah,
it was mostly burned. To be honest with you, to take for plain broil, they took it past that. Plain
Wait.
charred.
yeah. There's a nice plant based place that Talia took me to after MechaCon. It's right by the convention center. I wish I knew what it was, but it was black owned too.
Vegan with a twist.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Vegan with a twist. Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, yeah, that was it.
yeah, probably that's the one. That's one of the more common ones in New Orleans. New Orleans has a lot of vegan spots. A lot of them. Hopefully Baton Rouge catches up. Got some good people. Shout out to First Bite.
I was gonna say, yeah, it'll catch up eventually.
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry
Shout
about
out
it, man.
Vegan Friendly's First Bite. They're doing really
My
good
my
food out
theory is,
there. It's another one I can't think of, but I think he has his own trailer.
yeah,
It's called "Come Eat My Plants."
You always gotta say.
Come eat my plants.
but yeah, my theory is that sinus infection kicked Bobby's ass. He's like, I gotta find something else. I gotta find something to help.
Wait, what's going to kick my ass?
that sinus infection kicked your ass. Like, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm still dodging COVID out here, but these allergies.
He dodging COVID, get
but
hit in the
these-
face with sinus
Yeah,
infection.
these allergies told me you surprised motherfucker.
Yeah, I like
He's
how
like, you forgot about us. Like,
I
Yeah,
like how
well,
he
uppercut.
talk shit about us. He's talking shit about us, and then he get hit with some normal shit.
yeah. I got hit with just regular stuff. So
And was
if you can't
under
already
worse than
tell-
us.
If you can't already tell how I talk, I deal with sinuses.
Oh, I thought that was just a personal choice that you talk more nasally.
No, it's not. It's not.
Did I do that?
Yeah, God, I wish this wasn't a personal choice.
He does kind of look like old boy's friend from Family Matters.
Which one? You talking about? Wait,
Waldo?
Waldo?
Yeah, Waldo.
You think he look like Waldo?
I
I don't know. All black people look alike to me.
Okay, cool.
I was
I just wanted to say something wild. I apologize.
I was supposed to be the self-hating
Coach
this episode.
just want a high take. See, it goes back, like I said, Coach just want a high take.
I'm the shock jock, baby.
This is true. Every once in a while, I got something wild to say, but you usually take the cake.
Yes.
And the thing is that I don't really think I'd be saying like super wild stuff.
Oh, it's not like Trump wild.
Yeah.
It's just it's a little bit more cutting edge than what you get used to getting in content these days now. Since you gotta play it close to the chest.
Yeah, you definitely
Nah,
going against the grain when it comes to this
okay.
monetization.
Okay. Here's what I have to tell people is you have to watch what you say to a point, but there is a way to walk that fine line.
I
Because
that's
agree.
like, if
comedy.
you
I mean,
yeah, exactly. That is
agreed.
comedy.
That's yeah.
But yeah, because I mean there are people who just say just offensive shit and they go like, "Ha, that's funny." It's like, no, it's not funny. We talked about this before. It's
So-
not funny. It's just offensive.
So that kind of is funny. You mentioned that, and I don't know the level of care any of you guys have, but the whole Joe Rogan situation.
Oh, I heard about that. He was saying
Yeah.
that man was dropping M-bombs apparently.
See,
So-
I don't have the content, the contents of what happened because I was like, what?
And that's the key. That's the key to all this. What it comes down to is context. So
Yeah.
basically, it was first he was dealing with issues with artists. I'm sorry, I can't remember this guy's name. I'm not trying to be funny.
Former meat enthusiast. That was his name.
Oh,
I thought he was being serious too, bro.
yeah. But him saying it's either Joe Rogan or me. If you're gonna, you can't have both.
Oh.
Because Joe Rogan's views
Oh,
on when it comes to the
yeah.
vaccine.
Yeah,
And
Neil Young.
Neil Young.
yeah, Neil Young. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like one of the rock like
So yeah,
OGs.
basically started with Neil Young,
Mhm.
pretty much giving Spotify ultimatum, and Spotify chose Joe Rogan, and a few other artists went followed suit with that. But then it came out recently. Somebody put a compilation together of Joe Rogan using the N word throughout his podcasting history. So it was pretty extensive. And on top of that, it was a clip from his podcast referencing Planet of the Apes, him going to see Planet of the Apes and going to see it in the black neighborhood, and him referencing black. Yeah, of course. Also, an argument about using the words black and white to describe people, and him describing the Africans that are really dark skinned, i.e. black. It's just been a lot, but mainly the compilation of N words, and I guess to this conversation when it comes to context.
Yeah,
Man,
His argument. I'm a person of duality. I like to say both sides. I don't agree nor disagree. It just is what it is, and at the end of the day, if it don't serve me, I don't give a fuck. But that's my disclaimer. He apologized.
he did. Yeah,
He did an apology. In that apology, his argument, well, I won't say argument, but his claim to reason to why he was using the N word was for context. So we all know that Joe, if you don't know, Joe Rogan has a background in comedy.
yes,
Mhm.
he's a comedian.
Originally, he is a comedian.
Yes,
So, and somewhat of a verse comedian. It seems like he's very knowledgeable with the history of comedy. He cites, in his apology, he cited Red Fox was able to use the N word on television. I believe he also cited Richard Pryor. But overall, just he has understanding of context, but I believe he still misused his context. No matter.
nah, he's just a white dude that just wants to say.
Yeah,
nigga.
the argument. That
I'm
you're-
gonna say
you're
what
saying
white dude
you're-
don't.
Yeah.
What?
What,
Don't
in what
come at us.
context?
No,
in what
what?
context?
White person
Yeah,
don't want to
has
do
the
something
right
that's quite
context.
swaggy
Come
as
on,
us.
man. Don't.
We are the swag of the century.
Look,
What white
look.
person don't want to copy
Look,
the
man.
swag?
Don't look. I understand you like Joe Rogan. But
No,
you
no,
gotta
no.
let him
It's
hold
not
that
even
L.
past that.
You gotta let him hold that elbow.
No, listen to what I just said though. We fashion and like industry music. What white person throughout our history, even like now, doesn't want to steal what we do?
I mean, yeah, that's true.
That's I had nothing to say about Joe
Okay.
Rogan. I was like, listen to me now. So, given the context, I feel like I probably maybe have met 2 white people in my 30 years on this planet that probably haven't said the word.
I find it hard to believe that they didn't either.
That's why I said maybe. And now I'm only saying those 2 people, and it's a mother-daughter situation because they seem hella sweet.
Mm.
I can almost not fathom them using the word. Almost. But history have shown that almost everybody uses the word.
Damn right, nigga.
So for it to finally come out that he said it, I ain't surprised.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised either
Yeah.
when the news came out. I don't listen to Joe Rogan personally,
I couldn't imagine people being surprised in the first
right?
place.
Yeah.
Like,
But I want to go on record to say I personally I don't like Joe Rogan. I don't listen to him, but you know that's just completely out of my thing. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be one of those people who goes like fuck Joe Rogan, blah blah, and do that all day now because I'm like I don't like the dude personally. I ain't gonna look at his shit.
Yeah,
That's simple. Yeah.
I was about to say before this came out, that's why when we would have our conversation, I was
Yeah.
like, "What is he doing though?" Because before this came out, it's like literally, what is he doing?
Yeah,
'Cause
I think that's a good point. That's you being a good example, man. It's all about energy. If you don't give the energy to the person or situation,
Yes.
it is not gonna matter. Like he had no idea what was going on. A little context about it, lack of context with it. It doesn't. He decided whether or not it was going to affect his life.
Yeah. Of course.
How I feel. I've known about Joe Rogan since I was a kid. Used to watch Fear Factor after school.
Same.
It was the shit. I still think it's the shit.
Those people are definitely meat enthusiasts, don't you know?
Yeah, definitely meat enthusiasts of many kinds, all kinds. But yeah. After that, he wasn't on my radar. I didn't really give a care about Joe Rogan, and then he started coming up. You started seeing him pop up with his Joe Rogan clips, and like, oh, he has a podcast, and then you kind of realize like he's been in this podcast space a long time, so he's kind of one of the godfathers of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
he-
he's been doing this podcast for a while.
He really did serve as a good transition point from radio to podcasting. Not saying I don't believe he was already beforehand, but as people were transitioning from listening to radio,
he's a strong advocate for people starting podcasts too.
Yeah, exactly. But just like Aaron was saying, like my lifetime, I really haven't had to deal with just overt racism to my face. I believe in systemic racism? Yes. Am I living in it? Yes. Do I unconsciously and consciously participate in it? Yeah, it's conditioning. Yes.
Not to cut you off,
It ultimately don't matter because we all live in it. But go ahead, what you about to say?
but it's not. Yeah, this is why it's troubling for me to be in the middle, because I like Joe Rogan, but I ain't.
You ain't gonna be like I'm gonna die on this hill for him, right?
I was like, damn, you really did say that. I'm not surprised you said it because you're a comedian and you're gonna push the limits. So that's even more reason why I'm like, of course he said it because he's a comedian.
Yeah.
So you gotta walk the line anyway.
Yeah.
You live your life on walking the line.
I walk the line.
In living a life as a comedian where you literally walk the line on a day-to-day basis, sooner or later you're gonna box yourself in with those same lines.
Yeah, you're gonna say something that's a little out of pocket, and people will be like, "Hey,
So
hey, you."
so like
can you say it was just an extreme level of naivete for Joe Rogan? I can say that. Like he was totally naive to think like just because
I'm
he
Joe
can
Rogan.
understand I can have these conversations and understand, and at the end of the day I have black people as friends. You put yourself in that position, or you appointed yourself in that position that say I can do this and I can.
And it's also, I think that some people they try and use the ignorance card so much to this point where you're not ignorant. You fucked up and you
At
just
the
need.
same, man, bruh, we are living in the age of ignorance. That is the flip side to the age of information. Ignorance is ignorance is running rampant. It's just that people have so much information, like given. When I was speaking on, I think you were trying to make a point. When I was speaking on my research with protein, like I see something, but I'm not gonna take face value of it. I'm gonna do my due diligence.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Myself.
Yeah, I like that you.
Everyday people not doing that.
Yeah, I like that you look up stuff that you're genuinely interested in. Yeah.
Everybody else don't do that.
Yeah, I feel like most people that hate on Joe Rogan don't do that either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that goes back to the point. It's like, man, first off, the whole boycotting Spotify is the same situation as boycotting TikTok. Like
That shit ain't gonna do nothing.
It made a point. We saw like those white creators being starved out for a certain time.
Oh yeah, that shit was wild
At
funny.
the same time, you dealing with a new industry that is giving people opportunities and making people money.
Mhm.
So it's only going to work for a certain amount of time for people saying, well, this is still like what's working. And sooner or later, they're going to figure a way around them not being able to take from the black content creators and still make their money. So it's better just to be a part of that argument. It's just the ultimate argument of like fighting the system. Do you fight it better outside or better from within? And it just takes a combination of both in certain cases. And probably like everything. Really.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And me and Kosi have had a similar conversation. Because I feel like, especially especially in this day and age, white people are damn if they do, damn if they don't.
Mm-hmm.
You remember this conversation?
Yeah, I do.
I kind of feel like I know what the question is, but go ahead.
Yeah, so it's like,
do we really care?
well,
I don't.
Well, I don't think black folks care.
You know
if
what I'm saying?
they
Individually, you're asking me, do I really care what white people do? Or if how they feel about us?
I don't know. Do y'all also find it somewhat hypocritical of us to be like, oh, well, he said X, Y, and Z, meanwhile, 9 times out of 10, we're saying something just as wild?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, no. I was gonna say 100%. And you know me. You know, I've called myself a little bit of a bleeding heart liberal at times.
Yes, prime example. Man, we claim that we are democratic as a whole, but as black people, like putting
Here we
us
go.
somewhat
I want him to say
putting us somewhat in a monolith. You want to claim that we should be democrat but you go and look at core values in the black community.
Very conservative.
Very conservative.
It's sadly conservative. I've seen some people say some hateful ass shit and then be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Democrat." I'm like, "No, you're not socially. You are very, very staunch. You know, and not right winger, but very staunch conservative. Like, people are like ridiculous on what they say, man."
And that's why, like, when situations like these pop up, he was like, I know you're a fan of. I'm like, oh, I like the dude. I before this, I haven't seen him do anything egregious, but it's the reason why I kind of have to like try to defend people like this, because it's like, nigga, we say shit every day that if we had the same type of reach this nigga had, that they be just dragging us through the mud with our face first, just like him.
I don't know. I mean, to a point, I feel like I don't. I mean, I say wild stuff, but it's like wild stuff. I feel like doesn't really harm anybody.
It's wild stuff that don't really harm anybody because you're not white.
It ain't fun. It ain't fun when the white rabbit got the gun.
Wait, what?
It ain't fun when the white rabbit got the gun.
Yeah, pretty much. We can almost, as long as we're not talking about like kids or women, say just about anything we want, and we can pull the black card, and people be like,
I understand. Okay,
eh.
I get what you're saying with that. I get what you're saying. Yeah, 100%. I get what you're saying with that.
But let us turn around and say the same shit we were saying now, knowing that how we are, and then I change the shade of our skin, and then be like, what the fuck? What are you doing? You can't say that. Like, I was just black 30 minutes ago. It was fine. And I was like, I just feel like, I hate to say it, it's a double standard.
Yeah, it's a double standard. It's a double standard I like, but yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
I understand the reasoning for the double standard.
Yeah.
It's like, well, y'all got a 100+ year lead, so sit in that shit.
300 plus a year.
300.
4. 5. 5.
What?
5.
7? 700 years, 800 years. No. Do I have a
1,000-year lead against black people.
But I don't know.
For the millennium.
I just wonder if anybody else also just thought that we are very hypocritical at times.
No. I've said this.
It's all about the micro and macro, and micro being in our own communities. Yet we operate on certain rules and principles. Now, when you extend that outside of the community into the macro, which is just like everyday America and society, those same principles clash with just principles of the greater space. and so either they'll cancel out because maybe there's mutual agreement on certain principles across communities, but other than that, usually because of the government, yeah, those principles don't fly. So yeah, that might be cool in your hood, but out here, that's
No, sir.
no sir, that's a
No,
no.
icky. No way. You guys ever seen that? It's like this white dude.
Mm-mm.
And he's like the dubious little creature up to no good. Oh, icky.
Nah.
It's like a TikTok. It's not an old one, but I don't know. It's funny.
So is it wrong to be like, oh, is it wrong or is it still? Let's see. Is it wrong to be like, well, yeah, he said that, but whatever.
It's all no. It's
Feel
all
how you want to feel.
yeah.
It's
That's
your
exactly what it
feelings.
is. Feel how you want to feel.
I
Somebody
don't
wants to
care
be.
about them.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say if somebody wants to be offended by it, then let them be offended. If you just like, I got this company and I'm trying to run. You know, then that's you.
One of the points I was gonna make, like I was saying, just like the creators went back and started creating again on TikTok,
Mm.
and same thing with Spotify. Like, but it's one thing to say, well, I'm a boycott Spotify. I'm like, okay, cool. Do you have Tidal? I mean, yeah, Tidal is owned by a black man. Everybody was talking shit about Jay-Z charging $20 a month a couple years back. But now Tidal's free, so what's your excuse?
Shit, and Tyler pays more.
And yeah, that's the whole point. So do you have Tidal instead of getting on your soapbox and trying to bash people like Joe Rogan and platforms like Spotify that allow him to that are complicit with his actions? Do you support the platforms that are started by our own community?
I
At
think
least bought by our own community.
There's more than one way to have these conversations, and more than one way to make a stance on things. And so if we know what the goal is, we also know what's right or wrong. And
You know,
we've done this same song and dance, so it's like no.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that reminds me of. I was talking to you on the phone about it. It was about the whole CEO thing. Yeah, so CEO, if you don't know what that is a pretty like a fairly popular fighting game tournament in America. It's kind of like the big southeastern one. It's located in Florida, and the owner of CEO. Named Bailey, he made a joke thing. He was gonna be like, "Oh, an exclusive NFT." He's known for tricking people, by the way, and being silly and doing dumb jokes. So he was like, "Oh, exclusive NFT," and then for the reveal trailer, the NFT meant nice fun tournament. Yeah, and it was just a simple little thing. It was just a goofy little thing, and he used it in a sense of that a lot of people, aren't fans of NFTs, and he used that, and he was showing his sponsors that, look, see, I did this simple little joke, and even before people knew it was a joke, they got very upset about it. Yeah, he's dying over there.
I
But-
love it. Yeah, because that's my shit. I had done the exact same thing.
But so he used it to show his sponsors and the companies that he works with that like people aren't comfortable or ready for NFTs, and people don't want that right now. And it was funny because even after the joke, there were people on Twitter. I was telling him, still being upset, saying I'm still not supporting CEO because that wasn't funny. And I was just like,
Dog,
It was
dang,
literally-
did
it was
he
literally
just
nothing.
Make a joke about somebody dying in
yeah,
your family.
it was literally nothing.
So
That
he
dude-
didn't. So he didn't make them or allude to him to them going to some kind of OpenSea or whatever and buying an NFT.
No, it was literally
all
it
he
was.
said was
A
say
Twitter joke.
something
Yeah,
that said
yeah,
NFT in the title.
Yeah, it's kind of like when people go like, "I'm into NFTs." You can be like, "Nice fucking titties." It was something like that. It was literally like that. It was like, "Yeah, we're making an NFT, a nice fun tournament."
Man.
Yeah, it's a simple joke, and people were legitimately getting upset, and I was confused by it. I was like,
People
it got to the
wanna-
point. Yeah, you're about to say what I was about to say. I mean, you're about to say what I said. People just want to be mad just to be
Yeah,
mad.
People just want to be triggered, right?
Yeah, and that's kind of how I feel about most of the situations that pop up. I'm like, we all say racist shit, and I feel like it just depends on your salary, like what
Right.
type of money, how many zeros you got in your bank account. If you got too many zeros in your bank account, you can't be racist. Oh, you can't say racist jokes. I should say.
This is what I think about.
You should not be racist. That's not what I meant.
I think when we were kids, you couldn't really see the bias when it came to media, when it came to the news. One reason was because like Fox News didn't really come in until the 90s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right. Fox didn't start doing TV stuff until the 90s.
Yeah, so to me growing up, I didn't see a strong bias. It kind of just went the way I thought it was supposed to go. But now, man, if you can't see the clear bias between news medias and you can't see there's some agenda to it, like
There's an agenda with everything.
come on, you got to see it, because then that means you also don't see that everything that comes into your existence you really control.
Mhm.
We have that much in this day and age that we live in right now. We have that much control over our lives that we can control the information that we get, and people are so callous, I guess, to it, deep, just overly stimulated to the point where they don't realize that they can really curate what they want to get, and maybe they even realize that too, and you really fabricating your own reality, just in more of the plainest senses of fabrication, like just making your own world, like Aaron's world, because he only let certain information come in and out of Aaron's world. Everybody's
It's like that game
that.
Papers, Please. Where you
I
only
never
let certain.
played.
But people,
What?
but
I
it's
never
just
got
like
to
a
play that
lot of
one.
these people don't realize, like you really making yourself mad and triggered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some people who
You drawing yourself to this type of information.
we also got to remember that a lot of people in the fighting game community, even though we're probably like more like the average age of me and Aaron are probably more people like maybe like a little bit older, like the average age of the fighting game community right now. A lot of the people who are like legitimately getting upset are people who are probably like 7-8 years younger than us, and those type of people, they're all riled up and like I gotta fight the system, which I mean I'm all for like fighting the system, but it's just
You gotta know the system you fight.
I'm about to
Yeah.
say,
it's just people just want to be angry.
It's just like a video game. If you don't know like the layout of the game, you go
Yeah, it's just people just wanting to be angry just to be angry. Like we were talking, like we were just saying, it's just people just wanting to be angry just to be angry because they're just some college kids who are, ain't got nothing better to do.
and as I stated before, Jabali, you can look at him and see that he's reached a certain number of zeros in his account. Nobody would give 0 fucks if this man was working at the dollar store and said that shit. But since he has accomplished something and there's something to hate on because he has something that's admirable, it's like, oh, I want to tear this man down. So
Price of status.
yeah,
I was gonna say this man made a joke about Firefest. He did. He made
Don't talk about Ja Rule.
he made a joke. This man
Where are you, Ja?
I was gonna say he and AEW, the wrestling promotion, 2-3 years back for CEO, made a pay-per-view special called Fighter Fest. When they came out, they were in those goddamn tents. I'm not joking with you.
Ooh, that sounds tone deaf. That sounds so tone deaf.
Yeah, like they came out, like literally, they came out like the whole setup was like it looked like a jungle, and like they had like the infamous like little tents that they were in during Fire Fest. That was a set design.
And did anybody give a care?
No, people probably laughing at it.
Exactly. People are just so fucking picky and choosy about when they want to be absurd and mad. They're like,
I mean, yeah, that's true, but I mean that's also standards. You can tolerate some things and tolerate other things.
I
mean, look
you
at the
sensitive
past
about certain
look at the
things.
past
You
10 years.
sensitive.
Yeah. I mean that
You're,
just is what it is, though. Well, what'd you say, man?
I said, look at the past 10 years of the NFL. Just the past 10 years alone.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, I feel like you could say, look at the past
Who
10
got-
years of
Who
existence.
got in trouble? Who got to stay? Who pretty much got
Shit.
blackballed?
I was gonna
Who
say.
got hired? Who got fired?
Yeah, I was gonna say the Brian Flores right now with that suit.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna win that high key,
Yeah.
and I hope he do.
Like, yeah.
technically Colin won his whole issue.
Mhm.
The NFL, it just they settled. So
Man, Alvin Kamara. Oh man, my boy Alvin. Oh.
bro, yeah. I ain't want to talk too much about football. I ain't want to cut about.
Yeah, but no, Alvin Kamara is gonna be fun. He's good.
Is he though? I mean, it's not.
This isn't gonna ruin him. This ain't gonna ruin him.
I mean, he ain't paying. I don't think he's just gonna pay a fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is gonna ruin his career. Hopefully, he
What
doesn't.
did he do? Because I'm
Man,
the odd
he
man
beat he and his friends
Fucking
beat.
nuts.
Yeah, he and his friends beat the shit out of a man up in Vegas.
Fucking nuts.
for what?
It was just an altercation.
It's
Apparently,
Vegas.
yeah. Somebody said it. They said NFL players in Vegas do not mix. They should not put an NFL team there.
Also, John Jones.
John Jones.
Yes.
John Jones in Vegas.
John in Vegas don't mix either.
That kind of guy.
John Jones.
A UFC fighter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't watch UFC.
Arguably the best if he could stop fucking up his life.
Oh, he's one of those people. He's got so much potential and talent, but he just
Yeah, you need to stay his ass out of Vegas for one.
yeah.
Do your fight, get the fuck out.
Run, John, run.
But if we ever become something worth admiring, all I will say is lawyer up and publicize up, because even the minor shit that we say now could be held against us 20 years from now,
Man.
just because the climate changed and the things that's teetering right now that we say could now just be straight out, flat out, just not tolerated. And
Yeah.
they'd be like, well,
Yeah.
it's time to put my neck on the block.
I don't idol worship.
Definitely,
Yeah.
I've learned that when I was young.
Yeah, don't,
Never do look.
never
If
idol.
I was gonna say, if you learn something from me and Bobby, never idol worship. This
I'm about to
it's
say-
okay to be inspired by artists
But
and
I
like
say, you
certain
and
artists.
Bobby, I feel like I'd take it to a more extreme than y'all. I don't even know celebrities' names out here. Who that? He played in this and this and that, huh?
Okay.
Show me a boxer. Oh, that guy. Yeah, that movie was good.
Oh, he died of shame. Like Prince, who's that?
But yeah, don't idol worship. Don't look to me as your guidance, your influence.
Yeah, just look at me as your neighborhood T-shirt pusher, and that is.
Yeah,
I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. I'm that nigga in the
I
alley.
sell T-shirts in the alley. Oh, do we have alleys around here? Not often.
I'll be used to think about that. Like, I don't never see no alleys in Bama.
Maybe
Yeah,
downtown.
Because it's a, you know why? Because it's a bumfuck redneck city, and you know I got something to say. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
20 years later, Coast is gonna be doing something nice for the city, and
And
they
then,
try
like,
to give him a reward.
It's gonna be somebody. It's gonna be somebody. The stereotypical. The stereotypical online activist,
Mhm.
blue hair and a septum piercing. Look what he said.
You already got a little compilation of things that's going against you when it comes to
Oh
Baton
yeah,
Rouge.
yeah. No, I've said it. I've said it straight up that I don't mind the city. I really don't. I used to hate the city a lot when I first moved here.
I can understand that being from New Orleans.
Yeah, because
I-
people treated me pretty rude when I got here.
A lot of people said the same.
Get out here, you escapee.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, you refugee." I was like, "Nigga, I'm from." A refugee is
Yeah,
somebody
that was-
somebody from outside of the country. Nigga.
Yeah, that was the most ignorant thing
Yeah,
that
that
would
was-
happen during
bruh.
that time. It was like
It-
they're escapees, they're not refugees.
Yeah.
First week was insane.
Yeah, people were just mad that people were trying to bring culture to the city. But anyway,
We're gonna bring some culture to your city. You heard me?
you heard me?
Now reach under the zinc.
That's the culture. It's the bullets. Bullets from New Orleans. We're taking them from New Orleans, and we're gonna shoot it at y'all.
Anyway,
Yeah, we was raising the crime rate in
Yeah.
different cities. Unfortunately,
don't look to us.
It was all me.
for
I went to
guidance.
I went to Baton Rouge, and I went to Houston, and I went to Atlanta, and I went to Chicago. And my 11-year-old self when Katrina hit, I did all that. I raised all the crime rates personally.
price is going down, crime rate going up.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, thank Kosi.
Hey,
Hey, at least you know where the good food spots are now. It's always the hood.
We should start a hole in the wall with an actual hole in the wall.
I would like to do it. Hole in the wall, just call it hole in the wall. And when people come in, we get some white dude named Kyle hopped up on hopped up on a Monster Energy drink.
Kyle.
Kyle, but it's spelled with like 2 Y's and 3 L's. He's hyped up. He's hyped up on Mountain Dew. He just lost a round of Call of Duty. He goes like, man, fuck. He just punches a hole in the wall.
I'm not fucking with no Kyle that
So,
lost
yeah,
in that plays Call of Duty.
Hole in the wall.
That's the true racist. a Kyle that plays Call of Duty.
Yeah.
He's far more racist than Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
A Kyle, no, Tyler.
All of them. That's all in the same. They
Zach,
all.
Zach, definitely Zach.
They all in the same claim.
Look, hey, we were just making fun of. Hey, man, we make all these double standards that we do, and here we are still making fun of white people.
This is why I can't get mad at certain
we're in our
people.
bubble. We're in our micro.
Yeah.
You're not in the macro. You're just not to be.
I be making fun of white people to their face though.
I make fun of black people too, so
Yeah.
whatever. It's just this is why I can't get mad at certain people. There's
Yeah.
certain people you definitely look at and be like, all right, bro, you probably are racist. And then there's some people you look at and be like, you making dumbass decisions with your whiteness.
Probably smell bad. Just need to be thrown out there.
It's like, oh yeah, you got too big and you forgot that. Hey, you still white, nigga. Tone that shit down. Come back down to earth, sir.
But yeah, that's what we get to do the hole in the wall for us. My voice cracked again. That's what we get to do the hole in the wall for us. We get some Kyler, Tyler, whatever his name is.
Basically, whoever works at PF Chains.
Yeah. Are there like a lot of white people? Okay,
Yes.
I've never eaten.
All your waiters and waitresses will be white.
I've never eaten at PF Chang's, which I heard PF Chang's is a spinoff of Panda Express. I think either the owner or like the wife of the original owner made that after they broke up or something like that.
That's a smart move, though.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna charge you for overpriced things that you could get for like $8 and get
At
a
Panda
shit
Express.
ton of food.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Panda Express. People be like, that's shit tier food. I'm like, nah, Panda Express is goated. I don't care.
I wouldn't mind Panda if they cost a little bit on par with the actual local Chinese
Bro, that
restaurants.
shit ain't
Oh,
happening
yeah.
no time soon. Inflation is hitting like a motherfucker.
Prices going up.
Yep, y'all gonna start paying $40 a t-shirt.
Yeah. Speaking of t-shirts. You like that?
I didn't know that where that segue was going. I was
Yeah.
like, where's this segue going?
Well, yeah, I had to put the mic back to my face because I know you guys probably couldn't hear me. But I went to South Georgia this weekend for Lazy Nerds. I went to Tifton for a tournament.
Brand new.
Yeah, brand new first year tournament called Southeast Mayhem, and it was pretty nice. It was very nice.
I'm sad I didn't get a chance to go.
Yeah, I think you would have had fun. I got to play against a pretty famous OG Tekken player, King Ray. He guess who he plays? Guess.
Patricia.
King.
Patricia. Eat it.
Your mom's name Patricia?
Yeah, my mom's name's Patricia.
Oh shit.
You did not know that.
No, I just
Nah.
threw out a name.
Oh wow. But yeah, you're right. He plays King. And his son was there. His son actually won the tournament. His son is cracked at Tekken, bro. He's like 16. He's 16. I can say with confidence he's the best 16. He like in his age group. He's the best player probably in the world.
My parents held me back. I blame them.
Insane.
But yeah, he was like
Wasted youth.
he was watching me and the dude who was running the arcade. We were both playing Tekken. And I was like, I looked at him because I knew who he was, and it was King Ray Jr. I said, bro, I ain't playing you, man. I already told him. I said, he started laughing. I was like, I'm not joking. I'm not playing you. I'd rather play your father, who I know is still gonna beat my ass, than play you.
That's 3 generations of Tekken?
Huh?
That's 3 generations of
2.
Tekken? Oh, okay. You said you were talking to Junior.
Yeah, I was talking to Junior.
I thought you was talking to
But-
King Ray.
No.
I about to say, even King Ray's dad played. I was like,
That'd be
cool.
that'd be sick.
Yeah, I about to say 3 generations Tekken.
They be the Manning family of.
Hopefully a lot more liked.
People like the Mannings.
I feel like y'all don't like the Mannings.
I don't really care.
I think the Mannings are okay. I don't think I would probably like politically. I probably wouldn't like them, but I think as people they seem okay. They're funny as hell. I'll say
they're
that.
funny.
They're definitely funny. But no. So I got to play King Ray. and I got a few games on him. I was like, hey, I'm doing pretty good. And then I forgot he played on stick and he was playing on pad. So he got his arcade stick. It was a completely different story. That man was destroying me in that game.
He was Korean backdashing all over his face.
Bro, like literally, he would know that I did that thing I always do when I try and punish with a high. And I did it. And King's jabs, like everybody's jabs are pretty linear in the game. So I jabbed and he would sidestep me every time and do the sidestep 2 where he just like smacks you in the air and automatically tail spins you. He would do it every time. And like I knew, and he was doing setups that I do. And I was just like, oh my God. And he showed me a setup on Forgotten Realm. It's a stage on Tekken 7 where you can floor break and you can do a bunch of crazy stuff.
At this point, Kosi, I don't even think you have to tell people it's Tekken 7. They just gonna be like, well, once a week they at least gotta talk about
Tekken at least once a week, right? But he showed me this setup because King has a special back throw. It's the strongest back throw in the game. It's arguably the strongest back throw in Tekken history, actually. It's arguably the strongest throw in Tekken history. And he showed me how to set it. He showed me how to set it up on that stage, and it's actually fairly easy. So hopefully I can get it. And he kept on doing the setup to me, and it's a tech trap too. So like when you try and like roll away after you get hit, nah, he can catch you.
Yeah, apparently, this is something I have to look forward to.
I finally won another set against Aaron, so I was like, oh, I'm actually decent at Tekken.
He had to cheat.
I didn't cheat.
Yeah, you cheated. He went to Little Wars and got got beat up all.
Got beat up by people who are much better than us. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Tekken tournament should be coming soon.
Oh, that is true.
Lineups right now is Strive and Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Come through or catch us on Twitch with those.
Oh, let me talk more about Southeast Mayhem.
No,
so
yeah, go ahead. Just a quick little plug.
yeah, he was like, he says I'm done with this shit.
Selfless plug.
But no. The venue space was really good. It was at University of Georgia, Athens, because I guess that's what UGA stands for, right? Right?
I know what UGK stands for.
I think so.
Yeah, everybody knows what that means. But yeah, but okay. So it was I was asking. I mean, he knows about all that stuff. He's a smart guy.
Georgia,
specifically Georgia. But
that's
no.
Partying at Georgia.
The UGA Tifton place has a conference center, and that venue is like really nice. And apparently they only paid like a fraction of what like the big like tournament organizers pay. And man, they showed me like, okay, so it's being ran by like this old lady and this old guy with like some other like younger like black people who are
married.
Yeah, no, they're married.
Okay.
But yeah, the old
some
dude.
Black guy. You said with some black guy.
No, I said with some younger black dudes like around that age, and the old dude had like shown me around, and he was like, "Hey, check this out," and he opened up the door to the auditorium that's possibly gonna be used for like future years down the line. Bro, that auditorium was ridiculous. That bitch was big. It was bulbous.
Side note. Considering how old I know that couple is, hopefully nobody do some digging on them because they're like, oh no. He done went through some times where it was acceptable to say a lot of shit,
right? But no, they were so incredibly nice. Like they ended up giving me this shirt. I actually ended up getting the shirt for both Bobby and Aaron. And
Thanks, man.
oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, yours is in the truck. I forgot to get to you.
He didn't want to give it to you. That's all. He's like, I want all of them. But no. So I ended up getting the shirt, and then he ended up giving me more shirts, and I was like, oh, okay, man. Like,
Still down.
I appreciate it though. But yeah, staff was incredibly nice. A lot of the staff was volunteers from like the local high schools, so like they were just like chipper. Hey, can I help you pack your stuff? And I'm like, hell yeah, brother.
Brother.
Let's work. Hell yeah, brother. That's what's the work I gotta do. Hell yeah, come on. That's it. I just had a good time over there, and I look forward to the upcoming years.
Yeah, maybe next time I'll get to go, and hopefully next weekend I get to go to Glitch.
Oh yeah, we are going to. Well, one of us.
Going.
One of us.
One of us vaccinated clowns.
One of us.
San Jose.
One of us.
San Jose's in April.
Yeah, I would be doing San Jose.
Which glitch is this?
That's
Maryland.
Maryland. San Jose is Genesis.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I got it.
We have so many things. It just start. Well, it probably wouldn't run together if things wouldn't get postponed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we rolling with it. So yeah. Glitch next week.
Then spend most of our rest of our month and change with
The store.
fixing up the store and promoting it.
Yeah.
Yeehaw, we snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a SpongeBob reference.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a SpongeBob reference.
Huh.
Remember when he got that seahorse?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, he was like, yeah, he was like, Dad, yeah, hee-haw. And he was like, no, I was practicing my my seahorse call. We snow. That's
I don't remember that specific scene, but I remember what the horse looks like.
yeah. I love SpongeBob.
A lot of people seem to do.
Yeah. Maryland will be next week.
Mhm.
I think we got stuff in town to get around Mardi Gras time out here. So
Beads and tits. Tits and beads.
we're gonna be doing pop-ups.
And we do vomit, and then there's gonna be vomit and shit and piss.
Should we put on a shirt tits and beads?
I wouldn't.
That's,
I wouldn't be surprised. Pop-up shop. We're all three strapping young men.
Yeah, we can
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a titty or two.
we can draw a set of boobs on the shirt and then
Two for two.
hide the nipples with beads.
That'd be actually pretty cool. We should do that. We should do something like that.
In case of emergency pull-up shirt.
Oh my dude.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that's a really good idea.
I be thinking.
He said, "I've been thinking."
I be
I mean,
thinking.
Yeah, but I was gonna make a bald head joke. I ain't gonna do it.
Damn, Mr. Clean It Up.
I was about to. Oh, I want to say it, but I'm not gonna do it because I know he gonna beat me up already. I'm not gonna make it worse. I'm gonna look like that dude Alvin Kamara beat up. Bro, I'm gonna show you that picture, man. That man.
Oh, there's evidence?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that man got
He was in Vegas, yeah.
that man got whooped.
Damn.
Like Alvin Kamara, he's about like my height, and you can definitely tell he can fight.
Mm.
But I didn't know that man could fight. Like that man was just like, he looked like Popeye hit his ass. Popeye with the spinach.
That's a shame for that man's bank account.
I know, right? That man's bank account gonna be so fat and heavy. The
No,
guy who got beat up. I mean,
Yeah. I was saying shame for
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, his bank account. Because it's like, if I took that L, I'm like, I took an L on my face, but I'm about to take a win in this damn bank account.
Right?
I was like, you just did me a favor. I'm about to sit here and figure out NFTs, cryptocurrency, all while I'm sitting here in recovery trying to flip this money.
That man was like, "What's the latest scam? NFTs? Okay."
Don't get me wrong.
Let me stop that.
I don't want to take an ass whooping. For that.
Definitely not.
But if you just gonna grace me with this ass whooping, then it is what it is.
And Alvin Kamara is the only one being sued too, because it was him and his friends that like fought, that beat up the dude.
I would have sued them too.
Yeah, but he was like, "Oh, you AK?"
Everybody. That's how you make sure you get the most money. You sue everybody involved. You even sue the city. There was a bar that was next to you. Sue them too.
They watched me get my ass beat.
That's true. They could have helped.
You're gonna have that neck brace that people always use. Like, they watch me get my ass beat.
Sue you for pain and suffering and all that. I have retired off this ass whooping.
I'm looking good off this ass whooping.
Most people got to be a professional fighter, get in the cage, actually be somebody, win a championship. I just had to take one L. I'm set up for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that one thing. What was it? It was some UFC dude, and he was like, "I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked." I don't know who it was, but it's just
that wasn't the UFC. That was
a boxing dude.
that was But was that Adrian Brody?
I don't know why,
I
but
think that was Adrian Brody.
I thought you said Adrian Brody, like the
Broner.
okay, no, I thought you said Adrian Brody, like the actor. But yeah, it's so funny the way you said it because you can hear he's either from SoCal or he's from like the West. He's from like the Southwest because the way he said it, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked. The way he said it was just so good, and the way everybody was laughing, he just shook his head like, I'm getting cooked.
Yeah,
And
it was
it's-
Adrian Broner.
And Adrian Broner is one of those people that's like, man, people gonna laugh at you getting cooked because you do too much. And you didn't play that Floyd card a little too much, and you getting touched.
I remember I used it the first time I saw that. I said when you get hit with Garuda Impact the first time, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked. Shit, Garuda Impact, man.
It's cheap.
Garuda Impact ain't cheap.
It's cheap.
That should take. We're talking about Guilty Gear Strive, by the way. Fighting game.
I automatically assume that whoever's listening to this,
But plays fighting games to a point.
hope at least somewhat of a
Tournaments
nerd.
Fridays.
Yeah, Strive
Yeah,
tournaments.
store live on Tuesday.
Always be plugging. But no, Garuda Impact isn't cheap because it takes fucking forever to come out. The only thing you gotta do is jump it. When you get
Only thing you got to do is jump it so I can pop bust you.
no, so I can anti-air grab you, and then when you think about to do Garuda Impact, and you're blocking when you're not supposed to, then I go in with the pop buster.
It's just like the nastiest mix of it.
I know it's so simple.
It's like, oh, it's not bullshit because it's slow.
It's not bullshit though. It's all about see the thing. Okay, so with grapplers, the whole archetype of grapplers is making hard reads. You gotta read your opponent. That's why I like playing grapplers because you just walk up to your opponent and they're like, "What the fuck is he about to do?" That's why it's so fun playing them because it still takes skill to play grapplers, even though people like to lie and say it takes no skill to play
I would
them.
have to play with the character, but I feel like I could probably put people in that situation. I haven't seen you have to work super hard to put me in Garuda Impact, and usually when you get one, you can continuously put somebody in it.
Yeah, if they don't jump.
Yeah,
They have to
if they
jump.
don't jump, so you can get anti-grab. So basically, you like, bruh, if I jump, I'm fucked. If I stay here, I'm jump. If I stay here, I'm fucked because it's chip damage. So
And it's got good chip damage. on
yeah,
it,
so
too.
it's like, what do I do here? And
Yeah.
then if you're playing with a glass cannon, it's like, well, I'm fucked.
Man, and just think about it. When they released biking, they gave her that tether. They should have not done that. They knew what they were doing. They knew Potemkin players are gonna be like, oh yeah, it's time, boy.
I really hope that it comes out like, typical players thought, and then
No.
I can just come run through them after some tech. She just
Okay,
came out.
after some tech, no, because okay, so you can actually use that tether for good mix-ups. Like you can do like cross-ups with it. Because I've seen people like at the Southeast, the Mayhem top 8.
Yeah.
They had a dude who was playing biking. That dude's biking was fucking wild, bro. He would because they made biking like legal, like at the last second, like in the middle of the tournament. They're like, "Yeah, biking's legal." I was just like, "Okay, oh word."
You don't know this matchup?
No,
Cool.
no, there was legitimately people like, "Oh, I can't play biking, then I'm not playing in the tournament." And they were like,
Damn.
"Yeah, biking's legal." That's what they're like. All right, okay,
We don't want to piss them off.
but it's been like a week since she's been out, so I mean, it was time to like learn what the hell she did if you're gonna go to a tournament anyway. So, yeah, no, there was the dude who was playing. He like tethered somebody. I saw him use like I think it might have been like a jump slash or jump heavy slash, and like the way it moves is like she kind of like flips like a kimono like this, and like there's like a bunch of knives come out and just like cross you up. I'm just like, oh my god, that is so sick. Like I like characters who have like scumbag stuff like that. It's great.
Like Garuda Impact.
Garuda Impact's not scummy.
Shit, nigga, I like it. That's how I know it's scummy. I just don't like being on the other end of it. I'm like, this is gross.
And you know what's funny is that that's one of his new moves. They gave that to him in Strive. He didn't have that before. Just imagine. I'm pretty sure because in XR, the game before Strive, Potemkin wasn't good in that. I think that was like one of the only games like he wasn't like legitimately good in, to my knowledge, because I didn't really play Guilty Gear until Strive. But I know for sure he's bad in XR. But like I can imagine if they gave him Garuda Impact in that game, I'm pretty sure you would have shot up on the tier list.
It's a pretty disgusting move.
Yeah.
It ain't free.
Okay, look, I'll admit it. I'll admit it.
It ain't free. It ain't the easiest.
You
move
gotta
to
you
put on
gotta time
somebody.
that shit. Yeah, like when you knock somebody down, you're trying to get what they call a meaty,
Mm.
which is in fighting game terms, a meaty is a move that has a lot of active frames on it. So you use it to get people who are waking up from getting knocked down, so you can like force a mix up basically. That's what a meaty move is. So
It should be fairly decent. Your chances of doing this move on somebody should be fairly high, considering you playing with one of the most high damage characters in the game. And you don't want to jump.
yeah, because if you do jump, I mean like you getting grabbed. Like,
So it's like,
God, I love Potemkin.
yeah, that's why I'm like,
love Potemkin.
it's a gross move because if Eno had it, it'd be like, oh, it's not that big a deal because it's like,
No, Eno can't have that because
I-
it'd be unfair. She already has something like that with the with a music note. Her music note locks people down.
it still ain't high damage though.
But I mean, look, okay, so she has a crossover potential. She's got the best.
Apparently, it's kind of fake.
Yeah, I mean it is, but the thing is that the thing is that her crossover potential still can fuck people up though. So like she has the crossover potential. She has like she is like her dash, her regular ground dash is an air dash, so she moves faster on the ground to my knowledge.
Yeah, she moves fast, but you ain't scared to not press a button against Eno. You be trying to press the buttons. It's like turn this bitch off.
Me. I'm not afraid to press buttons because I'm a glue eater. I eat glue. I'm a grappler player. I eat glue.
There's a difference. It's like I'm just gonna press something because this might knock this bitch out of the air, opposed to I can't press. I'm scared to press anything because I might explode.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing to do is I wait for you to do a chemical love, the one where she does like the split and makes that big thing. And you know, I haven't done it to you yet, but you can actually anti-air grab her out of that.
I'm not surprised if you were close enough.
No, you don't have to be close enough. That whole thing is a hitbox.
That's dumb. Stupid.
That whole thing, yeah, because I've seen people do it. Like I'm like 90% sure that whole move is a hitbox.
You do that shit to me, I'm immediately putting.
Turn off the game. I'm done.
I'm putting her on the bench at the end of the fucking bench.
It's like time to learn biking.
Time to learn somebody.
Time
in
to
this
learn
case.
the one armed titty girl.
Until you get a buff, I ain't picking your ass back up.
She got a
That's
buff
all.
though.
If you do that to me and somebody else do that to me, until she gets a buff, I'm like, your ass is just sitting there.
To my knowledge, that's a legacy thing though. That's just a legacy thing with the character. That move's always had like a hitbox on it. Well, I guess a hurt box. Yeah, it's always had a hurt box on it. So like you
That's
can just
crazy because I use that as a long range sniper tool.
yeah. I mean, it comes out quick. But yeah, my favorite thing to do is when I know you're about to do it. Yeah, just time the flick right. Just like nope. That's what's great about Potemkin too. You can just flick shit back and people be like, nah, get that projectile in my face.
He's well more than round. He's well more than well rounded. That's for sure.
Yeah, like honestly, if Potemkin had an air dash, it'd be disgusting. Even I wouldn't want to play the character. I'd be like, yeah, this is too much. Like you giving him too much. Yeah,
He don't get air dash.
Potemkin's-
His arms as long as his couch.
I think canonically they probably are. That fucking standing heavy slash set. That long arm of the law. I told you. That's why I call it the long arm of the law. You just pop from like half screen. You're like, what you doing?
Yeah, you don't need a dash. If he had one, it'd be bullshit. But it's like, I don't need one. I can stand a half screen and still punch you in the mouth.
Well, we were talking about Macho Man earlier. Be like, oh yeah, bro. You know, there's a Macho Man mod for him.
Really?
Yes, there's a voice mod.
Didn't you put like a mod on your Potemkin at one point?
Yeah, I have a helmetless mod. Even though I think his helmet is like badass as hell, but I kind of like the helmetless version of him. But yeah, I got a couple mods on my one. Every time when like you do a wall break, it does the goofy scream. It does ow, and it also has every time when the round starts, it's Hank Hill says, "I'm gonna kick your ass." Yeah, I made a mod too. I actually did it every time when you do Heavily Potemkin Buster. It plays one of Kanye West's newest songs, Moon. Because it goes like, I want to go to the moon. So he grabs him and goes like, I want to go to the moon. It goes like all the way up to the moon. Yeah, modding stuff that's in Unreal Engine is actually surprisingly easy. At least for like audio mods. It took me a little while to understand it, but like I got it done within like maybe an hour. So I might make some more stuff. I've been thinking about making a Big O mod. Why you like that? Big O's great. Big O's a great anime.
I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like
Big O. Dum, 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 dum.
I feel like you should know. I'm not really into mechs.
I'm not into mecha anime either, but Big O. I think it's the aesthetic of Big O that is why I like it so
I
much.
feel like Big O was the only one I kind of
Mhm.
liked, but like mechs in general, like I'll go watch the Transformers movies, but I don't care about the anime series.
Mm.
Like, if big robots look cool, but as a show, or really show or game, it just don't do anything for me.
Yeah. That was always for me. Power Rangers, Megazords, that did it. As far as anime, G Gundam, Big O,
Bro, I was just about to. I was just about to say.
Zoids. Zoids was like the shit.
I was literally about to say. I've never been into Gundam before, but I've seen G Gundam that looks like the right amount of insane for me.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the dialogue is just perfect too.
The fucking shining finger. That nigga just does this.
My pride.
He just does this. It just goes through people. Shining finger. Just goes through people. I kind of want to watch Gundam Wing too, because Gundam Wing I think is the one with the girl. And there's a famous scene. There's a famous scene in it where this dude, where she invites this dude to her like birthday party, like a party or something. I think I might have talked about it on the podcast before, but I just love it so much. So he invites her to she invites him to his birthday party, and then he rips up the thing, and like she starts crying, and like he wipes a tear, and he goes like, "I'll kill you," and he just walks away, and there's a musical sting. It's just like the funniest thing ever.
It's crazy.
Man, Gundam's so ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann's the shit.
I
liked Gurren Lagann.
Gurren-
I watched it I watched it a couple years ago as an adult, and I was okay with Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann is fucking goated. Like
Yeah.
that, like if you guys know me, like I like anime, but like I'm not one of those people who fucking watches it 24/7 like other people.
Yes, he
Hey,
is.
No, don't disrespect me like that.
He
Don't
just-
ever disrespect me like
he
that.
just hides under his covers with his phone in his hand.
My feet kicking in the air.
who told you?
Oh,
that?
Goku.
I told you that in confidence.
We only got 7 viewers. It's all good.
Wait, he said he told you that in confidence?
I think he was talking about you.
Oh
though.
yeah, no, it's okay. But
Yeah,
no, I don't watch anime as much as like a lot of people I know, a lot of
As
people.
much as we should
Nah.
run the company we run.
But the thing is that I for the stuff I don't know, I at least look up so I can have a conversation about it. But yeah, like I said, I don't watch anime that much as I used to. But yeah, Gurren Lagann, I that was the last anime I had seen like on TV, like when it was like coming out, you know, because I remember it used to be on Sci-Fi when Sci-Fi had that amazing anime block.
I forgot Sci-Fi.
Yeah, Sci-Fi,
Yes.
Sci-Fi had a fucking amazing anime block, bro. They had Monster. Huh?
I said I don't think I knew this.
Yeah, they used to show Gurren Lagann. They used to show this really good horror, like the psychological horror anime called Monster, and I forgot the other ones, but like that anime block was like pretty well respected. It was like up there with Toonami in terms of like the quality of stuff that they had.
Cool. I'm about to give my 2 hours to them. Basically.
Yeah, like that's what I used to do with Gurren Lagann. I used to watch that. I was like, yo, this shit is wild. But you know, after Gurren Lagann ended, and they that team that actually left Gainax, which made Evangelion, which is in my opinion one of the better anime ever created, and it's a mecha anime.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Shout out to Evangelion.
Yeah, Evangelion's that character writing is so good. Like you forget that I feel like sometimes I forget I was watching an anime because of how well written the characters were. But that team ended up leaving Gainax, which you know are the guys who made Evangelion, and they ended up making Trigger.
They made
Studio
something
Trigger.
else.
Panty and Stocking. You talking about that one?
No,
Oh.
no.
They made an anime about. No.
I think
Being triggered.
no. It was because right after
Probably about to say something
no,
stupid.
not Girls Like Iron. Right after Evangelion.
Yeah.
They were so depressed.
Yeah, the owner. Yeah, the owner was. I mean, the creator.
Yeah.
The creator was like,
Creator
wow,
and
depressed.
like the artists were all like depressed after Evangelion. That the studio gave them money to do Happy Anime. I think it was the one with the hamsters.
Hamtaro?
It might have been.
There's no fucking way Gainax did Hamtaro.
It was such a ship. I can't remember which.
I'm about to look
anime
this
it
shit
was,
up. Wait a
but
minute.
Yeah, like they
Where
were
the fuck
so
is my
depressed.
phone?
The studio gave them the money to just go make a happy anime. It might have been Hamtaro.
I'm looking
I
this
could
shit
be
up.
wrong.
I refuse to believe that they did the anime adaptation of Hamtaro. I refuse to believe that shit. Gainax. Look at it. He just laughed.
He's like, I'm so disgusted.
No, I'm not disgusted in it. It's just that I don't believe that they
That's
animated
true, yeah.
Hamtaro. That they did the anime adaptation of Hamtaro. I refuse to believe it. It's just crazy. Let's see, filmography. Here we go.
He's like, we got death.
Oh, Nadia, Secret of the Blue Water. That's actually a really good one too. That's something else that they did. That was before Evangelion. That was the first title. It's His and Her Circumstances. That's what they did.
Mm.
That's the hamster. That's the name of the hamster thing.
No,
No.
it's not. No, His and Her Circumstances was the one they did after Evangelion, and then skip to 2004. This Ugly Yet Beautiful World I've heard of. And then there's Gurren Lagann, and then there's Panty and Stocking with Guarded Belt, which was actually really, really popular. That was made by the same guy who did Gurren Lagann. At least he was the director of it. And then that's when they left and they created Studio Trigger and they did like Kill la Kill, like Little Witch Academia, which is actually a really good anime too. What?
Nothing. Just my way my brain works. It's like you said, Little Witch Academia. It made me think of Bad Bitch Academia,
What's wrong?
and just do some renditions of like Megan Thee Stallion in the anime form, and Cardi B and shit.
I just got a text from my brother. He said Hulu's reviving Futurama. Let Futurama die, please.
Yeah,
Like, I love-
Aren't they doing a new season of it's the show on Netflix?
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but I remember watching
But
the
then-
first 2 parts of it, and I was bored with it. I didn't like it.
I've seen good reviews on it, and the fact that it got removed and potentially is going to get removed for another season because it's the same people that did Futurama. Like,
It's
let them do new shit. Like Futurama has been brought back
once.
twice.
No, once.
Times.
Once.
It's
Once.
been more than once. It's been more than once.
No. Okay, so here's how it happened. So
Because I thought one time
It was on Fox.
One time was actually cancellation.
yeah, it was canceled. It was canceled on Fox. Then Adult Swim got the rights to air it again. So they started showing it on Adult Swim, and people were like, "Oh yeah, Futurama is one of the greatest cartoons ever made."
Yeah.
And then it ended up getting those movies, like sometime in like the late aughts, early 2010s, and then it got the sci-fi run on Sci-Fi, where and that was it.
I think it was on Comedy Central too.
Yeah, it was on Comedy Central for a little while too, but no, it was on well, they're both owned. I think Sci-Fi.
In between all that, it stopped again and came back.
I'm telling you, it did not. I promise you.
When you say that, you mean new episodes or just being
Yeah,
re-aired?
Because I think that's I
Like,
think.
stopped making new episodes. Like they did.
So
stop-
time to look it up again.
Yeah, they originally stopped
Yeah,
it. They canceled it, brought it back, had a finale, then did more episodes, and that might have been between all those movies, and then had a second finale.
All I know is
Oh wait, I got it. So it was on Fox from 99 to 03, and then Comedy Central from 08 to 2013. So yeah, I was right. They brought it back once.
Okay.
So I got the wrong thing. They ended up showing it again on Sci-Fi. That's what happened. They started re-airing stuff on Sci-Fi.
Hmm.
But yeah, if Hulu's doing it, I don't know. Like the Comedy Central run, I didn't finish it. I don't remember it being as good as the Fox run. But if
Wait, so it's been on Hulu.
yeah, now Hulu's reviving it. That's when my brother just texted me, like literally, and he had a rolling eyes emoji. He was like, "Oh, brother."
I'm trying to figure out like how Hulu would get it, but I guess because Hulu should have Comedy Central, I think.
Hulu's like co-owned by
I said
Disney.
Hulu's-
Yeah, and either way, because it was gonna happen regardless. Because if it was on the Fox side,
Disney.
Disney was gonna have it. It was
That's still insane to me that Disney owns Fox.
yeah.
It's insane
Yeah,
to
'cause,
me
like, the
sometimes
Simpsons-
that Disney don't own everybody.
Yeah.
Disney and Microsoft are just doing the same.
God, how long have we been recording?
Oh,
Oh, wow.
We've been going for hour 40.
Oh, 40? Oh, that's not bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about like normal runtime for us. Just a little bit over.
Disney and I feel like Disney and Microsoft been drinking from the same Kool-Aid and like, man, we just gonna
Own everything.
we just gonna buy all y'all.
Oh, Smiling Friends got renewed for the second season. So
I haven't
I'm
seen the first season.
it's on HBO Max now.
Do y'all remember Rabbits?
No, I don't.
Rabbits. The rabbit.
Like the game series.
Yeah, the game series.
Oh,
Rabbits.
Raymond, the Raymond Rabbits.
Yeah, the Rayman Rabbits. And they have end up having their own game.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
currently Ubisoft has given the IP rights to them for like the metaverse. I think for Sandbox. So now you can have rabbits running
don't-
around the metaverse.
Nobody liked the rabbits. Why? Did they bring
Yeah,
that back?
I don't understand. Like they have had their little circle, but I was like, who cares about these rabbits?
Right? Like the
I
Rayman
think
games were
overall,
much.
It gives Ubisoft a soft opening into the whole metaverse.
Yeah,
because
they
what-
definitely
who-
try to be
who-
getting into NFT
What
stuff.
properties do they have? Well, I think Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, and a few other properties. And we kind of we kind of touched on it before we started recording, just like what Facebook's going through right now with their dropping shares and everything, and pretty much people's are saying that it's because of them, this whole big switch to the metaverse, and now basically calling it a bust. Overall, it's like, man, we're not gonna really see no metaverse stuff happening that really is gonna be able to affect our everyday lives probably for another 5 to 10 years. Like, all this is still at the beginning, is way too early. Ain't nobody wants to walk around all day with the headset on. Try to be stuck in until like, and I don't think nobody wants to get brain chips implanted into them.
I'm good.
If you fucking
said you
Mark
would?
Zuckerberg,
You feel like you want to?
I'm good.
if you fucking Mark Zuckerberg with his eyes like this blinking,
Yeah, so
boom,
the
boom.
best-
I'm gonna put a chip in
Yeah,
your
it's
head.
like the best options are the glasses,
Mhm.
crazy, basically layering the metaverse over our existing reality as best they can. But
Yeah,
technology,
they
like
keep
that's
that.
technology that's out of our reach. So
Yeah.
like overall, bro, all this stuff is cool to talk about. It's cool in the beginning, but like people expecting just straight up being teleported into the internet.
But I ain't gonna lie, that Walmart metaverse shit was lame as fuck. So I said,
Yeah.
nigga, just go on Walmart.com and just order your shit.
Yeah.
Now I wanna hold on to a grocery cart like this.
I want to get that virtual bad Walmart experience
Well, you
without
see,
having to go in the store physically.
you
and
see,
get
like
COVID.
I was gonna say, you see an open bag of bread in the fucking the fucking underwear aisle, like
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, until we can do this without the goggles and having to hold the handsets, it's not really functional. And
What you want, those contact lenses you can put in?
I don't know if I want that. Like
Google?
like the ones off of Futurama where they bashed them in the skull.
But Google was making something like that a while ago.
Yeah,
called Google Lens.
Lens.
Yeah, I remember there was a guy who actually came through when I worked at Best Buy. Don't work at Best Buy. And there was a guy who there was a guy who actually had them, and I thought they looked really cool. And that was like the only time I've ever seen them.
Use the contacts or their glasses?
No, the actual glasses,
Oh,
the
okay.
actual Google
I'm about
Lens
to say,
glasses.
if there was, whenever there is a technology, if I'm still breathing, I don't think I would want to put contacts in my eyes either for it. That's it's a little too close to my brain.
I've had just contacts in general just bother me, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't even do it. But it's because it's funny too, because I've had people be like, "Kosi, why don't you put contacts on? You look so much better without glasses." I'm just like,
This is a one-time fee, baby.
yeah, I was about to say, and I ain't gotta open up my eyes, dump a bunch of water, saline
Yeah.
solution or whatever.
I was never into the idea of contacts either. I'm cool with my frames.
Yeah, I'm cheap.
I've had those talks. What'd you say?
I said I'm cheap.
I think, and nothing against people who want contacts, but I'm saying like if you willing to spend however much for how many pairs of contacts,
It's a monthly bill.
yeah, it's a monthly thing, and you just doing that because you think you look better without
And see,
glasses.
look,
That
that's
is the
thing.
most
I-
shallow shit ever. I'm sorry.
That's how far I even looked into it. I had no idea like contacts were basically like a monthly thing till now. I'm today years old. That's for real. Y'all people pay the month to see when I only pay like once every 2 years to see.
Yeah,
Man.
exactly.
That reminds me, I gotta go and get my prescription. I gotta go.
No, stop.
He's
Bruh,
one of those
people
people.
paying by the month to see.
Yeah, nah, fuck all that.
I'm like, I can't. I don't want to put my hands in my eyes. I have small eyes. You can't really tell.
Small eyes and big hands, right?
Bro, you wait, no, you telling me when it comes down to it, you take your site as serious as your Netflix bill?
And it costs way more than the goddamn Netflix
Yeah.
bill.
Bruh, come on.
And
no,
Netflix, I think,
it's
just went up too.
not- it's not that. Yeah,
And if
inflation,
one- if-
inflation, bruh.
If
It's-
one
it's-
eye is
happening
weaker than the
everywhere.
other, they can also cost different prices.
Man,
Yeah,
nah, no,
nah,
sir.
definitely not with
I
me.
mean, no, you kind
Right.
of deal with that with glasses too. Like, if you have to have a certain thickness in one lens, like it kind of
Yeah, I
They
got,
don't tell you
I
that
got
in the
lazy
total,
eye, so
but
I definitely know.
yeah, the cost be different, but it's still a one-time purchase.
Yeah.
Like, you probably, in all honesty, some people probably wouldn't have to go back and get glasses for more than 2 years. So yeah, glasses all day. I had no idea. It just wasn't a
Yeah.
thing I wanted to do.
I-
Get out of here.
I'll get fitted for them, just on on the off chance, I like now or if we cosplay or something. I can't wear if I'm wearing Spider-Man mask, I can't wear my glasses with the mask. So of course,
We did a video where he went to. This is way before Bobby was on the team, but we did a video of him going to a GameStop, and that shit was funny because I remember editing that. I was like, I could blatantly see that man's glasses in that shit.
it was painful too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like occasions like that, it's like, okay, I'll buy me some contacts for that. But I'm not about to be popping contacts like pills.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, because I wasn't, like I said, I try and watch what I say now because, even though I said earlier, it's like I don't really think I say things that are too out of pocket, but I do try and still watch what I say now because I had to learn that my words carry weight for people sometimes. I know you laughing, because I'm fat, right? That's why you're laughing, right? you're laughing. I'm overweight and you're laughing.
Speed and weight.
I wasn't even thinking that. I was
Nah.
like,
I know that the wheels were turning in his head. He was like, "Yeah, I bet they do. I bet they do have a lot of weight."
Houston's count on me came in my head.
But
For
no,
whatever reason.
no. Like I said, I try and watch what I say most of the time, and because like I said, my words do have weight. But like the whole context thing, like that's cool if you want to do it. If you got the money to, by all means, spend your money on what you want to spend it on. It's just that I don't see the point of, like you said, spending all that money just for
You might as well
not
get
to wear
LASIK.
glasses.
You might as well get LASIK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's ridiculous to me. Like people, like I said, people tell me, "Oh, you look better without glasses on." I'm like, yeah, I mean, I already know I'm good looking. You ain't gotta worry about that. But, it's like, I mean, you can see me on my glasses. I go like, hello, and there you go. So good looking, right? Need a little shave, but yeah,
What's even more good looking is actually having a full wallet.
right. You know, it's good looking. All that food in my fridge.
How about I say, if you were trying to date me, you can get over the fact that I wear glasses. If I could take you out to eat, pay all the bills. Ooh, look at all this extra money since I didn't buy contacts.
Where's the money? Look at this. We
I
better
can't
we better.
imagine glasses being a make or break situation, but I can expect it. I guess in today's day and age, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't even say today's day and age. I'm pretty sure there were people even back then, like when contacts were,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
You
when
fucking
they
nerd.
yeah, when it became commonplace. Like I'm pretty sure there were people like, oh, I hate guys with glasses. I don't know.
I guess.
I hate guys with glasses.
I don't think I would not. I don't think I would want to be in this dating scene.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like today though, it's like it's so common. Yeah, I could get it happened back then. It's like glasses. Ugh, who wears glasses? It's like today. It's like who wears glasses?
Who don't wear
Everybody.
glasses today?
Right? Everybody on their damn phones mess up your
Yeah.
eyes.
That's basically and just like we were talking about a second ago with the whole VR stuff. More than likely, that's what everybody's gonna be wearing anyway.
And you're like, who?
Yeah,
You aren't
right.
wearing Google Lens?
Yeah,
Cringe.
So glasses are probably gonna be a status symbol in maybe 20 years or so.
Unless you
Like,
still
the
part of the new age KKK, you can wear your virtual cow.
Yeah, because like if the metaverse is such a thing and it's fully wired and integrated into our daily lives, and the way to interact is by some kind of glasses or lens or goggles. Being barefaced is gonna be a status symbol of you being poor. So we're ahead of the curve, baby.
Ew, he can't afford
Hey,
those
I ain't
HTC
gonna lie.
vibes.
I ain't gonna lie, that was the craziest way of coping I've ever heard about. Like that was such the longest way of coping. Well, you
Yeah,
know,
long
in the future, you know,
Yeah.
they're gonna be a status symbol. Have you guys seen those glasses? Those anime.
Long-
Have you guys seen those anime glasses where like you push them up and like they actually like light up like the
yes,
anime?
yes.
No.
Yeah,
Lucky
I want to.
Yes.
I know somebody who owns those.
I did not know about this. I want those. I
Yeah.
want that.
I was gonna say I know somebody who owns those, and I actually want to go to the house and break them.
Oh, you want to break them?
I want to break them, yes,
No,
because it's so
y'all gotta
fucking
give 'em.
nerdy.
Let's
Even
all
for me.
let's all give them.
I definitely would get that.
But
And I
no,
would
you're right, Kosi. That was a long form. Coach.
Yeah, copium, like everybody says now, copium instead of opium. They go like
Someday.
Someday these glasses.
Coke nail.
Yeah, nice big old scoop of copium. Oh, baby.
Have you run across some people that actually
Yeah, I've seen people with coke nails. I've known people who done coke.
I'm sure I have too, but I like, ugh, why is your nail like
Wait, how
that?
did
Why
we
is your
get
nail
here?
so long?
Like it's so icky. I forgot to clip it, little boy. Yeah.
Why do we get here talking about coke?
Well, we made a joke about copium, so I guess he heard coke in his head. So
Yeah, because we not Team Pepsi. That's why.
speaking of coke, Pusha T just dropped a new album.
Well, he dropped a song.
Yeah, he dropped a single. Yeah, I thought he dropped an album. I got hype, and then I went on Spotify and it said single by. I was like, I thought you dropped an album.
He didn't even
Alright,
listen to the
so-
single. He just left because he was so
No,
disappointed.
no. I listened to that single. That single's very good.
Yeah, it's really good. First track out since 2018. Daytona since 2018.
Daytona.
The
That's the only good Daytona is Pusha T's Daytona from 2018.
boy,
That-
that weekend was a fun weekend. 'cause
That was a
all-
fun summer.
Well, no, keep in mind that weekend was everything that rolled out.
I can see
W
this being a
Freestyles,
two-part episode.
Story of Adidon, because he had dropped Infrared earlier that week.
Oh yeah.
Infrared had leaked because of his listening party, and so Drake, the same day Daytona came out, Daytona dropped Thursday night, well midnight. Then like later that day,
That's gonna be
Drake
one part.
dropped Duppy Freestyle,
Boom.
and then like hours later, Push came right back with Story of Adidon.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That was game set.
And it was so funny too because like Drake stands were like Drake didn't lose this. It's like Drake lost it, man. Look,
Like yeah, going back in real time. After
He took
once-
a huge
it was
ass L.
between Duppy Freestyle and it was right before he
Drake
dropped
don't
Story
take no
of Adidon.
L's.
Like
Drake
Drake
took a lot of
fans
Ls.
was on a high. They was feeling
lot of
themselves so
labia.
hard. Then that blackface photo dropped.
Oh yeah, when they showed that face. Yeah, there's a picture. There's a now infamous picture of Drake in blackface
Yes.
when he was like
Boy.
super young.
Yeah, defense. There's like defense wins championship, guys.
Yeah, that shit was just so funny because I remember just all like the little fuck boys and fuck girls, being like, "Oh, Drake is so amazing," and then Pusha T was like, "Nah,
This your
Nah.
team.
you are hiding a child."
I would like to change. I would like them to change the word fuck boy and fuck girl I would like to bring it up to the council to change that to something else.
What should we change it to?
I don't know. I don't have a word. I just
Why
that,
why
it just
you
makes me
want-
cringe.
Why does this make you cringe?
I don't know. It's just that phrase.
Well,
You know
well-
how people are with moist. Fuck boy, fuck girl, just make me cringe. I don't know why.
But yeah, overall, yeah, I enjoyed Diet Coke.
That's what it's called,
means-
Diet Coke.
Same
Yeah, single.
same raps I would expect from Push.
Yeah.
But it just the beauty of him being able to take Coke rap and just keep on keeping
Right?
it entertaining is just chef's kiss.
I want to meet Pusha T one day. I feel like I'd probably get beat up because I
I'll
probably say the
say-
wrong thing, but
I
yeah.
don't wanna say all that.
He said I don't want to say all
I
that.
enjoy the man's music. My Name Is My Name is still dope to me. A lot of his earlier projects, of course, the clips. I mean,
Oh yeah, I used to listen to Lord Willin so much when I was a kid.
banging
shouldn't
on
have.
the lunch table since 7th grade.
Doing the grinding beat.
Yeah,
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Shouts out to Pharrell.
right.
As a producer, as a person, I don't care for you,
Yeah,
but as a producer, you're great.
What does he do?
I
What
don't
do he do?
I just think he's kind of douche.
Vampire.
I just think he's kind of douchey.
It's
He's
a
a
vampire.
Yeah, nah, that dude definitely, because isn't he like Filipino?
I don't know what
He's definitely he. I think he's like at least black and
he's
Asian.
immortal, we know that.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I'm
we
saying.
already know. See,
Immortal.
he's got the black gene. You know, black people age well. He's got the Asian gene. You know, Asian people age pretty well too.
He
Put that
the
together.
He is the Asiatic black man.
He literally is.
Oh, when people get
Uh,
mad, and people say like y'all age terrible.
Oh, when people tell white people that,
Yes.
well, they shouldn't age terribly. Like that's their fault.
Yeah, but like back to Push,
Just don't age bad.
Kanye was producing this along with 88 Keys,
Mhm.
and so it's co-produced by them. So cool track. I didn't see why it had to say feature Kanye, just because he's in video and
Right?
produced part of it. but
Because
it-
Kanye is Kanye,
this the
and it
time-
has
this
to
the
be.
time Kanye on, we get it. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I've been knowing Kanye for a while.
I'm really excited about hearing music from Push. Like,
Yes, definitely.
Push really, to me, that 2010 run had pretty much the most consistent projects out of any artist. I really dare you to give me artists who had just as consistent projects during that 10-year era, going from the internet rap to
Cloud rap.
to mumble rap, clout rap. So yeah, Push really stands.
That man said mumble rap. Mumble rap.
Rap.
It is what
Anger,
it is. I
anger
mean,
in
I
his
was
eyes.
thinking about
Mumble
that-
rap.
I was just thinking about that the other day though, just probably like watching the video essay too. Just that, see how small that window was.
Yeah, right.
See how much of a big deal it was at the time. Like
And-
it was so, like in hindsight, it was so blown out of proportion.
And it's funny too because Anthony Fantano said a thing and he was like, rap is going through his punk era right now. And so, and somebody, and somebody, and
You
some,
think about it, because those kids,
it is.
all were born late '90s. They were, so they grew up literally in the Eminem era, in the Limp Bizkit, Papa Roach,
Yeah.
Green Day,
Papa Roach.
Maroon 5, Papa Roach.
Punch the shit out of Roach.
Yeah, they were all born in that era. So
Yeah, and I thought that was a really good take. And then somebody was like, "Oh, look at this, the white guy trying to equate black music to white music." And I was like, first of
Yeah.
all, once again, black people helped create punk. Once again, I don't know how many times people have to tell people this. If it's an American-made genre, black people had a hand in it. I'm sorry.
if not made it, like period. I think every American type of genre of music is black.
Yeah, and even like the ones that people think are like European.
Give me one. Nah, bro, I'm pretty sure it's black.
House.
Oh yeah, no, House is definitely black.
House is black as shit.
Yeah, House is Chicago.
Yeah, House is Chicago and techno is Detroit.
Yeah.
And like
Yes,
people,
techno is definitely black shit. Rock, if you look up, it's a cold documentary about the rock band Death.
yep, I know about that.
Literally
Yeah,
the first rock band, and just
well,
Just
the
so
first
that-
like metal, like one of the first metal bands.
yeah,
Yeah,
first metal bands. Yeah, excuse me.
but it literally was just like the music was just in an attic.
I would also say, people were like, oh, dubstep. People thought that like white people made dubstep. Like, what? Dubstep's like Jamaican as shit. Like, well, Caribbean, I should say. Dubstep is like it's like Caribbean.
Yeah, we had the argument in our own community about the origins of hip hop. Was it Black American made, or was it because of like the Islanders living in New York, Jamaican influence because of the heavy bass and everything? Oh, so what? Okay,
Yeah,
because like it in the past I've made heavy claims of why hip hop should really credit basically Louisiana for its inception. Like we all had a hand in this. We ain't the same. Like we mixed this all.
I'm gonna give it to New York.
Do we own it?
Yeah,
Do we own it? Yes or no? If not, then what are we arguing about? What are we talking about?
but I think I'm gonna stay in the whole thing of New York was the foundation of that. But people trying to say some people trying to argue that New York was the foundation of jazz. I'm like, nah, you gonna keep that in Louisiana, bro.
Okay.
No.
So that's why I'm saying like Louisiana would be kind of a heavy hand in the argument of hip hop, because you take the elements, the jazz elements to make your breaks and everything, to do your loops, then you tie it back to jazz music, which ties back to Louisiana. So
You know what used to make me laugh is when I used to hear people talk about music production. What?
Nothing, just me being stupid. You say, you know what makes me laugh? I was about to say jokes.
Yeah, it's sad because that's something I would probably say. We think too much alike. I don't like that. But
get out of my head.
But I used to remember. I remember hearing like old heads be like, "Man, the production nowadays, it's too electronic sounding. Y'all don't play no instruments." It was like
y'all weren't even really making stuff. Y'all
were using
copy and
samples.
pasted.
That's why I used to tell people like hip hop is founded on sampling.
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff is founded on sampling. House is founded on sampling. Techno to a point is founded on sampling. Like so many things are founded on sampling. And that's why I know I crack jokes about old people.
People are just like the other people that's on the internet just want to be mad.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Be mad.
It's all the same. Yeah. It's just, they.
Just like people like back in my day, blah blah blah. Like nothing's original nowadays. I'd be like, tell me your favorite like movies, or tell me your favorite movies that have come out in the era that I guess you would consider young, or like your favorite era of movies. Everything would be an adaptation of a book.
We were so wholesome, Two Live Crew.
Oh man, I remember when music used to be so wholesome. Prince.
Man, no. Me and my friend one day we went down a rabbit hole listening to like old folk music. Oh, blues.
They used to be horny as hell in that shit.
Yes, that's basically like demo. They was horny.
There was a lady who made a song,
and because like it was, they had to use innuendo.
Not even innuendo. Some of them were just like fuck
everything it. Was innuendo, and some of them in the most corniest of ways. Put your hot dog in my bun.
Some of them weren't even innuendos. Like I heard one. This lady said, "I have nipples. My titties have nipples the size of my thumb." I swear to God, that was the thing. I heard that. And then you get, and you know what the innuendos? Fallout is a perfect example of that. Fallout has a bunch of songs about a bunch of songs that had smacking and meat. That man talking about how he busting down women. Whoa, what's up, Pete? And like I said, even with stuff, even with people like Prince. Prince has a thing, and I shit you not, he has a song talking about having sex with his sister. He does. They got quiet, but it's true. I am not about to. Look,
allegedly.
It's not allegedly. No, there's no allegedly. That shit is real. There's a song about him talking about sleeping with his sister. There's no allegedly. All right.
Yeah, we got KRS-One.
KRS-One had some nasty shit too.
Yeah, he got a song about taking out like a 50-year-old shit, maybe.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
wow.
bro. Yeah.
Well, he's Jamaican. He's a weirdo anyway.
Yeah.
I'm about to get in trouble for that one. They're gonna bumper clap my
No.
talking about the people.
No more rice and peas for you.
Oh damn, no more oxtail, bro.
African Bambaataa has his situation.
Oh, African Bambaataa, yeah, he has a whole thing against him.
There's stories and salacious gossip and slander spread all throughout hip hop. Every artist has been subject to it. It could be an actual thing. I mean, just ain't nothing new. Ain't nobody absolved. So
Yeah.
back to earlier,
Just don't make money.
Idol worship.
As soon as you start making money, people be like, I don't like the fact that you're doing better than me. Let's start digging into your past.
Why doves cry, Prince? What did you mean by that? Why doves cry, huh?
Damn, who knows?
But no, that thing about Prince is true though.
Why?
I've already told you I love George Clinton, but I've told you many things about George Clinton. That man made Atomic Dog high on crack. That is 100% a real thing. There's a documentary. I can't talk because I'm angry.
Documentary. Who's that?
But yeah,
It's a documentary. No.
What are people gonna do if they lock themselves in the studio? And you talk about this, it's like late 60s, early 70s. Yeah, come on.
Well, the thing is, with Atomic Dog, that was like late 70s, early 80s, so he was definitely doing crack. That was the Reagan era.
Oh no.
Well, going into the Reagan era.
But the fact that like they would lock themselves in the studio for days on end, what you thought was doing?
Yeah,
If they weren't
exactly.
making music.
Exactly. But yeah, this is funny, man. That man, he really made one of the most dopest fucking songs high on crack. Well, must I chase the cat? No, but the dog me. That's it.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah, I guess that's down. Wrap it up from us today. So another installment.
At this point, it should be 2 installments.
Nah, it's gonna be one episode.
We'll figure it out in the editing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do all the editing. It's gonna be one episode.
Shit, I be hit that hour mark and be like, snip. Go ahead and be like, yo, lazy, come and sit on this couch so we can talk about episode 26.
You'll be like, oh boy, this show was fun recording episode 26.
Yeah, another episode in the books.
We only owe y'all an hour.
Another episode in the Brooks brought to y'all by Holding the Wall.
Yeah, hole in the wall.
Meat
gonna-
enthusiast, welcome.
Former and current meat
Come seek
enthusiast.
Come seek the meat.
Come back to the dark side, Bobby.
Arby, we have the meats. It'll be funny if you start eating meat again. You start eating at Arby's at all places.
Oh no, just stay vegan. Stay vegan. Don't waste your
I
damn.
had Arby's once in my life. I had it when MechaCon was still a thing, and my photography friend Will got me a sandwich. And I had it. I was like, I see why people don't like Arby's.
If it ain't the curly fries, don't waste your
Arby
time.
wouldn't be the first thing I backslide on. Like
What?
I don't know.
I'm disappointed in you already.
If I would backslide, what would be the first thing I would eat? It would probably be po' boy from Chicken Shack.
Okay.
A po' boy or a hot sausage link from Chicken Shack.
I thought he was gonna say some like
That's a
Thai-
local food place, by the
some Thai
way.
food or something.
That's a local food place for the
Ah.
people who don't live in the Louisiana area.
Yeah, whenever you ever in the Baton Rouge area comes, go to Chicken Shack.
Yeah, Chicken Shack's nice.
Go to one of the old locations so you can get that old grease though.
Yeah. Been cooking, but
And put rainwater in your car. That's a reference to last episode.
yeah, okay. And with that, we are out, guys.
All right, bye, y'all.
Check y'all later.
Deuces.
Let me holler at you, coach.
Oh no.